So welcome back everyone. In this video I'm going to be covering the screenshots and going over a few details about Mafia 2 Definitive Edition, clearing up what some of this means and why I like or dislike certain things about this edition of Mafia 2. So looking at some of the screenshots, honestly they really do look nice, but for it only being a remaster, I'm a bit disappointed in what's here. It's the sort of classic remaster, so enhanced lighting and textures are a bit better. I've noticed only notable characters have actually received better faces and such, and the rest look like they haven't really been changed at all. So if you look at the car models for example, they don't even really look like they've been changed. You can still see like the jagged lines that make up circle headlamps. I can't really see much difference from the original game. I think the standout thing for me is that the lighting looks absolutely brilliant. The city looks more alive with extra colour, and this is brilliant considering that the original game looked a bit washed out. We can see in this screenshot that the lamp illuminates perfectly for the staircase, while the rest of the scene is quite dark. This just shows the sort of lighting they're going for is more realistic than it was originally. However, if we look at this NPC here, he doesn't really look that outdated, and I think the only thing really making him look better is the new lighting. Here we can see facial animations look a lot better. There's more emotion in their faces, and of course Vito on the screen, we can see all the improvements he's got from his touch-up. Joe and Vito's faces look way better in this screenshot, and you can see all the detail on Joe's face, the reflection in Vito's eyes, and Vito's hair especially you can see is much better. The ceremony itself doesn't look that different. It's been color corrected, and the room itself doesn't have that weird green tint like it originally did, but that's about all I can really see. The only thing to really note apart from that in this scene is the models of Carlo, Henry, Leo, and Derek looking a bit more HD. Originally I thought Vito was wearing a new outfit, however this is just a black shirt bought from one of the clothes stores. Honestly, the scene in the snow, I can see little to no difference from the original. The snow models on the car and the textures on the ground don't look too different, if at all. So again, other than the lighting, I can't see much difference. Now I've seen a lot of people praise the screenshot. I don't really see anything different from what it looked like in 2010. The game really could look this beautiful sometimes, but clearly they're just trying to show off the lighting again. Here is where we can really see the colour difference. It's a lot more enhanced, with it looking closer to a more modern game. I can't really say anything bad about this scene, it just looks brilliant, especially if we pay attention to the background behind Joe. And I can't be sure, but the pistol that Joe holds looks better, but this might just be the light reflecting off it. Now I've noticed people saying that this looks like it's ran on the same engine as Mafia 3, just as Mafia 1 Definitive Edition will, but from all the screenshots I've seen, it looks more like a modified version of the original engine. Now don't get me wrong, the work they've put into this is justified due to them making an entire remake of Mafia 1, however I would have just preferred them to have waited another few years to make a remake of Mafia 2. While Mafia 2 doesn't look bad by any stretch, the fact is, it's going to stick out a bit if you play all the 3 games in order. Hopefully I'm wrong with this remaster and it isn't just going to be the exact same game that it was in 2010 with a few effects added. A comment I saw on my trilogy video said about maybe having the Joe's Adventures map ported over, which I do agree would be good to have. A small number of new features would be cool, even if those things are just new stores or a few new vehicles, just something to make this a justified purchase. Of course, let's not forget that all the DLC will be included, but story DLCs like Joe's Adventures and the 2 Jimmy DLCs at least, in my opinion, were more boring than the repetitive missions of Mafia 3. My problem with them is that they didn't really add much to the overarching story, and the Jimmy's DLCs actually existing in an alternate universe made me care even less for them. I'm really hoping that this does bring something to the table and doesn't just turn out to be something I could have just got a mod for. I would say at the moment, if this is sold at standard retail price on launch, I don't think I could recommend it. Overall, I love the main content of Mafia 2. The small cosmetic DLCs were surprisingly better with the new outfits and vehicles, and all the players having access to them at one price is only a good thing. I'd say if you haven't played Mafia 2, this version is definitely the version you want to get, but everyone that already owns the game on a platform like PC doesn't really get much. I'd say if you are going to buy it, definitely buy it with the trilogy and do not buy it standalone. I'm personally going to get it to inform you guys of any changes that might have come, and if I was completely wrong, I will show you the new features. I'm just hoping tomorrow we'll actually get some highlights of anything that's new in Mafia 2 Definitive, but at the moment the only new content we know are we're going to get Tommy's outfit and the taxi, but that is simply all we seem to be getting at this time. If you personally see anything that does look different than the original that I haven't covered in this video, please do tell me. Other than that, comment down below what you want to see in the remaster, and as always, thanks for watching.